Hello Earthlings! So here we are again. July is practically over. It's the 31st right now. So happy birthday to J.K. Rowling and Harry Potter. Today I'm gonna do my wrap up for July and my TBR for August, which you decided. This month I only read 6 books. The first book is Silber, das zweite Buch der Träume by Kerstin Gier. As I told you in last month's wrap up video, I was super excited to read this. I had already started it when I filmed the wrap up video and I finished it within 2 days or something. Kerstin Gier is amazing. I'm definitely gonna do a review video about all of her books as soon as I find the time for it. Maybe this month, probably September, we will see. Reading that amazing book inspired me to pick up the Gemstone trilogy again, and I finished it pretty quickly. I still love it a lot. Here we have Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue and Emerald Green. Since I only read 6 books this month, I'm already down to my 5th one. That was The Kill Order by James Dashner. This is the prequel to the Maze Runner series and I loved it. But I have to say, for this whole series, this is basically the first series ever where I would say please don't read the prequel before you've read the series. This will spoiler everything, because this explains basically everything that Thomas doesn't know at the beginning of the Maze Runner series, and that only becomes somewhat clear through the course of the series, and it would take away a lot of the mystery and a lot of the confusion, which I really loved about the series. This book was very satisfying because it gives you this whole frame narrative. For me, it answered all the questions, I think. This was amazing. I'm very close to saying that this was my favorite book from the whole series, just because it lifted all of the mysteries and explained everything in a very nice way, and I really liked this book. And I'm going to do a review of the whole series again as soon as I have time. The last book I read this month was actually a book that I was pressured into by my friend Carmen. Hi Carmen! She handed me the entire series and said I should read it, so she had someone to talk about it. And you know, I'm gonna talk about it, because duh! That's what I do in videos, I talk. It's the only skill I have. The book I'm talking about is Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I'm probably butchering that name. Tahereh? Tahereh. I'm gonna call it Tahereh now. This is a dystopian novel, and I do agree with Carmen that you should go into this book and the entire series without knowing a single thing about it, because that just makes it so much more confusing and you don't spoil yourself, and you're really in danger of spoiling yourself when you read up on this series. Right now I'm at the beginning of the 2nd book and I know something about how things turn out to be, and I just can't see how that's going to happen. Don't get yourself spoilered. That was already it for this month wrap up. I'm gonna go on to my TBR. And for that, I'm going to put a picture over my voice right now. And here you see the diagram that shows what you voted for. And as you can see, we have a lot of books on here and not very clear cut rankings. You can still vote. I'm gonna set the first 4 books, so the first 3 rankings. But after that, you can still vote on these, and then I'm gonna go through them in a different order as they are now. So keep voting. I'm gonna put 3 links down there in the doobly-doo that will enable you to vote 3 times. You can vote for more than 1 book each time, so feel free to just go wild and crazy. Even though for a long time it looked like I had to start with The Silmarillion by Tolkien, right now, the first place is The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So this is the book that I'm going to be starting tomorrow on the 1st of August. The 2nd place is divided by The Silmarillion and the Selection Trilogy. I'm probably gonna cheat here a little bit and take these 3 babies on holiday with me to Paris, because I can't see myself reading The Silmarillion in Paris, really. No, that's gonna be too exhausting. I'm gonna start that immediately after I finish the trilogy, so I hope you're okay with that. If not, write it down in the comments, then I might change my mind, but I'm gonna take these on my holiday. Definitely, because these suckers are very easy to read, I have heard. And surprisingly, even though it didn't look like it for most of the time, the 3rd place goes to A Long Way Down by Nick Hornby. I actually really didn't expect to be reading that book that soon, because it really looked like I had to read A Feast for Crows before that one, which would have taken me like the next 6 months or something. This is also a rather small book, so I might also take that with me to Paris. I should probably pack something apart from books though. These were the first 3 ranks, and I'm gonna work my way through those now. As soon as I'm finished with A Long Way Down, I'm gonna look at the next book to read. 4 of the 6 remaining books are tied at the 4th place, which is A Feast for Crows by George R. R. Martin, Extras by Scott Westerfeld, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Jumped Out of a Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson, and the first book of the Traitor Spy trilogy. On the 5th place is Persuasion by Jane Austen, and on the 6th is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. As I said, you can still vote for that, so do your best to get your favorite book on the top. Today, the saying goodbye and end screen part is gonna be a little bit different because I'm just now gonna step to the side and put the videos up here and say goodbye in the meantime. So, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and like and share as much as you want to. I mean, I guess you can only subscribe like once and like once, but you can share it 100,000 times if you wanted to. You can do that. That would be weird. What am I talking? I'm not good at this end screen stuff. Bye!